Hello everyone, Best Jester here, acting the fool and playing it cool. Today's video is not a continuation of the story. Just treat this as an intermission before I start working on the hero story later this week, but can't tell by the title of this video, it pertains to something in the Chao garden. I've recently acquired a Chao that cost me quite a bit of money, $200 to be exact, so without further ado, let's see who is worth that kind of cash. Going in his tails, my boy. And I believe he's waiting for us up these stairs. He's somewhere anyways. Oh, taking a little swim in the pool. Oh, he looks just like me, don't he? Yep, this is the Tails Chao that is so rare nowadays. He is so freaking adorable, man. Let me just say, the whiskers on his face, the little tuft of hair on his head, little tails bopping about when he walks around. It's all freaking adorable, man. Truly a one-to-one recreation of my boy. But I've said before, he did not come cheap, and I'd like to just go ahead and talk about that for a minute. Pause the game so you can hear me clearly, but this was a pain. So if you don't know about the Tails Chao, in order to acquire him, you have to own a separate game called Phantasy Star Online for the GameCube, which I did used to have as a kid, but I've misplaced it or something or another, and I don't know where it's at. So I was at my local video game store looking around, trying to find this thing, because I knew it wouldn't just come easy. I've looked online, about $130 minimum for a used copy of it. And in the store, I found a copy of it for $75. And I was thinking, wow, this is quite a steal here. I need to go ahead and get it. So that's just what I did. I bought it, went home, opened the case up, looked at the disc, and there's this tiny, tiny little crack on the middle ring of the disc. I just thought to myself, no way. I'm not going to be able to play this game. But, anyways, I put it in, and it read the disc fine. It recognized it was Phantasy Star Online, and went to boot it up, and I got hit with that "an error has occurred" message, and my heart just sank into my chest. I was thinking, damn, I wasted a bunch of money, but I wasn't going to quit like that. So I took the disc out, I hit it with 2 rounds of disc scratch polisher. I put it back in, still didn't work, so next I was looking at it and I thought, hey, there's this little white residue caked in the inside groove of the ring and the disc. Maybe if I get that out, it'll work better. So I took a little dental pick, I picked it out, cleaned it out as good as I could. I put it back in there, still didn't work. So now I come to the point where I pretty much had to address that crack. I looked up a tutorial on YouTube and someone said you could use super glue to like form it back together and make it playable. There's a reason it don't work with that crack, even though there's no data being stored in that middle part of the disc. It's enough of a like imbalance in the weight of a disc when it's spinning inside to just throw that error. So using the super glue would form it back kind of to its original shape, so it would play right. But I got a little heavy-handed with the super glue and smeared it on the outside edge where the data is being stored, and I pretty much fucked the disc up. It's unplayable. I trashed it. I had to go on Amazon and buy me a copy for $130, and it worked fine. But I'm not going to go into depth of how you go in the game to get the Tails Chao, but it's like right at the beginning of the game to get them. But aside from having to spend $200 and wasting all that time to fix a disc that didn't turn out quite right, this is worth it. I mean, it gave me insight on how to repair discs in the future. Like some I have that kind of don't work as good, I might could use some of those skills and techniques to work on them, service them better than what I did with this one, but it's whatever. So yeah, that was my story on how I spent a shit ton of money for a little virtual pet, more or less, that looks just like my boy Tails. And it was worth it. But all I wanted to talk about in today's video. But if you enjoyed it, please remember to like, comment, subscribe. This has been Best Jester, signing off. Later, folks.